water tankers are being deployed in New Plymouth, Taranaki, after Gita knocked out a water pipe which supplies 25% of the district's population. A boil water notice has also been issued for New Plymouth, Bell Block, Waitara, Tikorangi, Uranui, lots of regions, lots of communities forcing schools and businesses to close early. A state of emergency remains in place in New Plymouth itself. Our Taranaki reporter Robin Martin has more.
After riding out the storm overnight, the principal of Ogletown Primary, Jeremy Ogle, was happy to open the school this morning.
We made a call at 6 o'clock that we would be open. We checked the school, we had electricity, we had water at that stage, and so we made the decision to open the school. It's up to individual schools and boards of trustees to open the school, so we thought that it would be the best school.
That all changed shortly after midday.
So the council have put out a notification on their Facebook page as well as ringing the schools. We just had a phone call from the council saying that the water is running low and that all drinking water has to be boiled. And so we had a lot of panicked and anxious parents, and so their best call for us to be proactive is to close the school immediately, which is what other schools are doing as well.
Mr Ogle says the school was able to look after the children safely until 3 o'clock if needed. Stay-at-home mum Sophie Walker was picking up her daughter Orion and a handful of other children for parents who couldn't get away from work.
I'm going to have 3 extras plus the 3 I already had.
Does that present any challenges for you?
Oh, luckily I've got a 7-seater car, so no, we'll be okay. It's going to be movies till this afternoon, so it's not too crazy.
Safe water was more of a concern.
I have a little bit in a filter jug in the fridge already, so hopefully that was full. I haven't checked yet. We'll have to be boiling for all these kids, I imagine. I'll do that as soon as I get home.
In downtown New Plymouth, the request for businesses such as cafes and hair salons to close had not got through. The owner of the cafe Birdie, Julie Conaglan, was completely in the dark.
When was this morning?
Oh, about kind of midday, before midday.
Oh, okay. No, we haven't heard a thing at all.
So, yeah, what will you be looking into it now? What do you think?
Oh, of course, yes, I will, definitely. I'll go and have a word with the staff out the back and see what we can do and see how it affects us.
Senior stylist at the Cutting Edge Salon, Steph Maxwell, knew nothing either, but said if they had to conserve water, they may as well shut up shop.
We wouldn't be able to do our job, full stop. We use water to wash our hair, like our clients here. We wash the colours, we wash the dishes. We couldn't offer people coffees.
The New Plymouth Mayor Neil Holdham says reduced pressure in the water network had prompted the boil water notice.
Where it loses pressure, there's a possibility of contaminants entering the water network because it's designed to be full and under pressure, and what we've got is a network where pressure's dropping. So sediments sitting in the bottom of pipes that normally just sit there will move around, and then there's possibility contaminants can get into the network.
Mr Holdham says it is unacceptable that losing one pipe should have such a widespread effect.
In this case, 25% of our population have been supplied by a single pipe, and we will deal with the repercussions of that in due course.
Mr Holdham says the network's failure draws attention to the fact that across the country, infrastructure does not have high levels of duplication. It was a point not lost to most people in New Plymouth.
It certainly seems like quite a small incident to be affecting such a large area, doesn't it?
After what we got hammered with yesterday, we'll probably come out of it pretty well, really.
Well, it makes you wonder, doesn't it, because it wasn't a full-blown cyclone, was it?
If a tree falls on something and it's a water pipe, why isn't it buried? Why isn't it underground? How did that happen?
Not everybody was upset about the situation, however.
How are you guys feeling about having an early cut from school today?
Bloody great, I love it. I get to get food, so what's to complain about?
So what do you reckon, we should have a water crisis every day?
Yes, every day I am soaking, or at least 3 times a week.
Water tankers are being deployed at 7 locations in New Plymouth, Waitara, Leperton and Bell Block, and repairs to the network are not due to be completed before tomorrow. Meanwhile, more than 14,000 Taranaki residents are also still without power. I Taranaki mo te hōtaka o te ahiahi, ko Robin Martin tēnei.